All right, folks, let's have some fun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Evening Hour Live, episode 27. All right, folks, let's do it. Wednesday. Now, yeah. Cheers. Yeah. All right, folks, let me switch over to some vinyl, and let's have us a fun Wednesday evening. Wow, what a night. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't have my needle on the turn. There we go. It's Wednesday. Now, everybody, hey, what's up? We got a crowd. Now, I don't know why, but I have a live feed on my channel that's not working. I don't know what happened. Let me do this. I'm actually going to go look at my internet. Hold on, this is interesting. Oh yeah, look at that. There's like two feeds. Huh. Wow, and it's even written wrong. This is weird. Let me do this. Hold on. This is very weird. Oh, here we go. Why are there two feeds? I have no idea. Okay. I love it. Well, I'm here. I got Phil, I got Mantart, Aaron, Richie Nash. It's the amazing Richie. Oh, wow. Phil, Jason. Come on in, folks. Come on in. I know some people are on the other channel. I don't know what happened. There's a weird cross feed. Welcome. My cheesy incense burner is working. I mean, come on. Yeah, there's something going on with the internet. If it goes off on my show, at any moment this feed dies, log on again and see if it's back up. And if not, go to, what's up, Ashworth? Go to my Instagram. Easy. Cardone Magic. Easy peasy. Cardone Magic. And I'll do a live feed there if this ever gets killed. If not, it's going to be here. Okay? That's my little emergency backup place. What was I going to say? If you're new to the channel, you're just popping in, hit the subscribe button. Wow. So many things to go over today. And I have a crazy story. I have a dentist story. So if you guys have dentist stories or anecdotes, let's throw them out there. I think everybody has a bad dentist experience. I have one that's definitely traumatic, and I'll tell you the story, and I have a video. Look at the hand cam. Look at the pool of smoke forming below the pool at the bottom. So for anybody interested in what the heck's going on here, I've become obsessed with backflow incense, which is the kind that basically how it works is there's a hole in the bottom and the smoke goes this way when you light it at the top, and it makes it do that. I'm obsessed. Most backflow incense is junk and not very good. But this one that I have here is good. And there's different ways they do it, but this one's beautiful. God. Love it. What's up, Amanda? Yeah, there's another stream on here. I'm not sure why. I don't know why. I still don't even understand what the heck I'm doing here. I really don't. I am not kidding you. I am clueless. I am on this show by the seat of my pants dealing with technology that's way beyond me. I mean, I am definitely, I act like a boomer of sorts. Hey, we got Voider Shark in the house. We got Rod, Amanda. Oh, we got a good crowd tonight. Come on in, folks. Hey, Amazing Richie, are you still in here? I have a good friend that's never been in the show. Welcome, Richie. It says Richard Nash, a.k.a. Amazing Richie, a.k.a. Amazing One. I haven't seen you in a long time, my friend. Welcome. Come on in. Grab drinks. I am on the water tonight. Shady dentist. Wait till you hear my shady dentist story. Someone asked, how long did it take to create this awesome room I'm in? Well, people think I've been living here for like 30, 40 years. It's actually only been 5 years. And yes, I moved every single thing in here myself. You're only seeing a snippet of the amount of junk I have in here. I do have a lot of stuff. I've been carrying around a large load of things with me my whole life. I will be honest, it's not easy. It's a labor of love, and it's a lot of work, but I'm glad I did. Richie in the house. Well, tonight's a simple show. It's my evening hour, which means it's not my Devil's Curtain show. It's not my Magic Method show. And it's not my Boardgasm show. This is where I kind of do all the other subjects I want to talk about that don't fit into that. Sometimes they cross into each other. But this one is kind of a regular news show. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Richie's in his jacuzzi in Florida. Do you really have a jacuzzi? Because I might have to come visit you soon. Yeah. Oh, we got a nice crew in here. Great. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is give a shout out to a good friend of mine who died last year on this day. Magister Joe Netherworld. Hail, Joe Netherworld. You're a very good friend, and I miss you. And if you knew what happened to your house, you would be, I don't even know what words to describe the amount of anger and hate that would fly forth from your mouth. You're not around, so we'll take that for you. But Joe Netherworld had a house that made what I have here dwarf in comparison. He had a spooky mansion filled with beautiful things. And it's all gone because of a hateful creature that clearly isn't very smart. So, hopefully we catch the person soon that did what they did to his house. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Joe for a few seconds. Joe Netherworld brought together a lot of people. He brought together a lot of different people together in one house to celebrate life. So, yeah. Yeah, thank you. There's some people in here that knew Joe, I believe. Anywho, he was a good friend. He's gone. Actually, if you look here, I'm going to come over here and show you. Right here, this is a model kit that I bought off of Joe, and that's how I met him. So, one day I'm going to do, you know what? I'm going to write that down. I'm going to do a model kit episode, because people ask me all the time about model kits. I'm working on what Friday's going to be, because I don't know yet. It's not going to be one of my specialty shows like Devil's Curtain. Next Friday, folks, mark your calendars. Yeah, hail the Halloween house, folks. Mark your calendars. Not this Friday. Next Friday, the first week of February. I will be doing Devil's Curtain, Episode 8, Warlord Moses and Other Fine Tales. I'm going to be doing my Old Testament Bible stories I like episode. One of them's going to be, I'm going to be talking about Moses and the genocide that happened in the story. I'm also going to talk about slavery in the Bible. Yes, that's right, slavery, the forbidden topic. But I'm going to be talking about what it says in the Bible in detail. I'm also going to talk about the story of Abraham, which I always found very fascinating. One of the things that made me want to do this episode is, some of you know this about me, one of my hobbies is I like to study Christian apologetics in a debate frame. I like watching debates, and I really like watching Christian apologetics or Jewish apologetics or Islam apologetics. I like watching people jump through hoops to justify some crazy ideas. And I watched somebody recently um, in a debate kind of crumble quickly when a few ideas popped into their got asked. And one of those questions was the opponent to the Christian apologetics guy said, if God told you to kill your kid, would you? And their answer was, I don't answer questions like that because I know my God would never ask of such. When I heard that, I was like, I got to do a whole episode on this. Because that story, even as a child, bugged me out. And I've listened to countless people tell that story in a justified manner that makes me spit my gum out. So I'm doing an episode. It's called Warlord Moses. Not this Friday, next Friday. And yeah, there's a caveat to that one. Buyer beware if you're easily offended by Bible stories getting dismantled. You should watch that episode. You might learn something. Oh, okay. You see that? All right. Some of you know this. I'm a crazy McDonald's fan. Now, I don't eat it every day. I try only eat it once a week. But ever since I was a little kid, I have been obsessed with McDonald's. And I decided to do an episode on McDonald's. Not just the food, but the whole thing. The fact that it's, as Ray Kroc said in the film, his character in the, what's the movie? The Founder. He's like, what did he say? He's like, America, Jesus, McDonald's. Like, there are these things. We can get rid of the Jesus one, but it's really like, it became part of our culture, pop culture, and our ambassador to the world is fast food. And I loved, as a kid, not just eating McDonald's, but I liked the environment. I liked the clowns and the characters and the tchotchkes and the contests. And it's junk food. And so I eventually, this year, I started buying stock for the first time in my life. And I bought McDonald's stock. Just because why not? I like it. And I'm always fascinated by things they do. I think this is a horrible design. If you're going to design a plastic cup and you can make it however you want and you're going to spend millions of dollars on design teams that do this, first of all, you can't even see the M on here. It should be a different color. And then this McD on Owls. So are they trying to subliminally get the word on in there? What's the point of this? Every time, that's the other thing I like about fast food and things like that is I look at these things as they spent $1 million designing this. Why? And then I just dissect it. It's an educational experience. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Some people might know this. McDonald's has a special formula for their Coke mix ratio. That's why McDonald's Coca-Cola tastes good. It's a little syrupier because they took into fact that the ice thing. Kind of cool, right? But yeah, I'm a McDonald's fan. And I'm going to do an episode on it where I show toys and marketing. I have some really cool McDonald's old school toys that I've saved over the years. Dolls and whatnots. And I want to show them. So any McDonald's fans, get ready. Maybe I'll do it this Friday. Maybe that's the Friday episode. McDonald's. Anybody out there watch the movie The Founder? Yeah. Ah, dude! You like McRibs, Richie? So the day I'm in the drive-thru and I look and it's like, McRib, we're back. I was like, I've been waiting. So I got, in a week I ate 2. But I haven't had any since. Yeah, this cup is ugly. I also don't like the new designs of the McDonald's. The buildings, they're scary. They look like torture chambers and stuff. Jason, you saw it. What'd you think? Oh, you have some of those glasses. Cool. I save, as you can tell, I save a lot of junk. So I have a lot of McDonald's stuff. I just don't like some of their design stuff. I'm like, Make it fun. Are they afraid to call it junk food? Why? If I'm the CEO of that company, I'm going to be like, yo, maybe we should start marketing it as junk food. Take it the other way, because it is junk food. Their food is scientifically engineered to taste good and make you happy. Not many foods are like that. Do I miss Ronald? Of course I miss Ronald. I also miss McDonald Land cookies and oh yeah, you're right, Sherman. Sherman saying they played down the fact that he was a boozer. Yeah, that's true. I do think I love how everybody's in this. I'm going to do a McDonald's episode. This is great. People either love McDonald's or hate them. Great subject. I thought Michael Keaton was very good. I thought Patrick Wilson was good. I thought the whole movie was good. And I didn't think they made him out to be a bad guy. I didn't. A lot of people took it that way. Like, oh, what a scumbag. He screwed them over. And I'm like, it seems to me that they gave him a bad business deal. And then when it was clear, instead of being like, yo, you really did hook us up, maybe we should, return the favor a bit, they didn't. They went the other way. And so Ray went the other way. I would love to work for McDonald's one day as like an idea guy. So if anybody's watching out there, yeah, I just like the institution of fast food. I think it is fascinating. I don't think it's healthy, but I think it's important that it's there and it's fun. It's a recreational, fun activity. When I was little, Mom, are you watching? Fran? My mama, Fran, might be watching. When I was little, it was a treat to go to McDonald's. It was like a fun thing to do. And if my family was busy and in a rush, yeah, we would grab junk food. It's fine. I didn't let my kids eat junk food once in a while. I'm totally down with it. All right, let's keep it moving here because I could talk about this all night. I got an idea today for an incense burner that I'm going to try to make. I'm going to sculpt it, experiment, let a few people try it, and then maybe consider mass producing it. I'm not a fan of mass production. I like hand making things and selling them. Like my dice trays, I hand make them. Oh, Fran, you're here, right? My mom's in the house. What's up, Mama? Yeah, we like McDonald's once in a while. As a matter of fact, in the middle of COVID, if I remember correctly, I had to help my mom out with some things, so I visited her in Washington, D.C., where she is, and we had to grab some food, so we went out and grabbed McDonald's. Cheers, Mom. I'm glad you didn't ban junk food from me. I turned out okay, I think. So yeah, I'm working on this incense burner idea, and I think I want to mass produce it because I won't be able to hand make these, and I might be able to sell a bunch, and I think a lot of people might like them. So, something new, a new idea. I'm working on that. Here's something here about a brain hack. I'm going to skip this. We'll put that in another show. I want to get into my dentist story. Thank you, the donate button. You rule. Anybody asking where the donate button is? Well, actually, there's no donate button because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, folks. Which is why I'm always asking people, hit that subscribe button. So right now, the only way I can get donations here, even though I have a steady group of people that watch me now. I love it. Thank you. But they should do it. Yeah. Thank you, William. Yeah, so there it is. I wish they would give me these features now. Anybody out there works for YouTube. YouTube Red, YouTube Premium, I recommend it. I hate TV. I can't stand social media at this point. I mean, I use it a lot. It's my means. It's how I communicate. It's how I advertise my shows. It's how I throw out some communication. And I do have friends that we share stuff. But on the most part, I don't like the influence it has on the masses, right? You can get the sheep to do a lot of things with a few button hits, and the internet's doing it bad. So I don't like that. But, you know, it's here. It's all here. Wait, hold on here. I had a point to make here. All right, let's get to the subject. I want to talk about the dentist story. So we've all had bad dentist experiences. I, as a kid, had pretty good teeth. You know, a cavity because I ate candy. Now I have teeth missing because I'm older. I also have some metal teeth. Everything, you know. Oh, someone's asking me cone incense. Ooh, I can't say yet. So yeah, I basically, for dental stuff, normal, nothing crazy. I had my wisdom teeth pulled, and that was the first time I was knocked out for anything. I'd never had surgery, and I never got knocked out because I never had a tooth pulled or anything like that. So when I was about 22, 23, I had my wisdom teeth removed, and they knocked me out. And I remember waking up from it, being out of it, but nothing weird. Like, I don't remember anything odd. I remember, like, waking up and then going back to sleep and then waking up and being basically at my dad's house. Because I got dental work in my hometown. Why? Because it's way cheaper. So, that was my experience with dentists. Fast forward many years later, they were like, root canal or pull it. I said, I'll pull the tooth. I've done some research on root canals, and they're a little weird. Some odd stuff that can go wrong, and long term, supposedly they're not good. So you know what? Pull the damn thing. I don't care. So I go to a dentist, and now I'm going to be honest. The dentist is not in the greatest neighborhood, and their clientele, yeah, it's a lot of project dudes, and it's not a fancy dentist office. It's pretty much directly in the middle of an African-American neighborhood. Fine. I live right there. It's right here. It's like a couple blocks away. That's how New York City is. One block this, one block that. We don't care here. Like, if there's a bad neighborhood, whatever, we go through them. It's here. Oh wait, I gotta flip. Here we go, flippity dippity. So I go to this guy here. It's a new dentist to get a tooth pulled, and I didn't have much memory. The only thing I remembered was they weren't nice. They were a little crabby. The staff, the doctor, the dentist, I swear to God, I only remember seeing him for a few seconds. I basically only saw the nurses. They were Irish. We have a large Irish community here where I live. And so they were Irish ladies. And they weren't nice. They were kind of crabby and whatever. But, I see the dentist for 2 seconds. They stick the needle in my arm and you're out. Now, I'm going to be honest. I hate that. I don't like that feeling. So, thank you. Thank you. Boom. Donation. Jace. Yeah. Mantlion. Donation. Thank you. Means a lot. Goes right in the show. So I go to this dentist. I have this experience. It's not the greatest, but whatever. They pulled the tooth. And I remember waking up from that one not feeling so good. Feeling like, I remember being out and like coming slowly to and kind of panicking while I was out because I didn't know what was going on. But I wake up and then I took a cab home. Fast forward 2 years later, 1 year later, somewhere in there, a year and a half later. Dentists are like car salesmen. It's true. So, okay, here we go. I have to go back to get a tooth pulled. And I remember going there thinking they were mean. I remember thinking, God, these people are crabby. So I remember getting there at like 10 a.m. for like a 10:30 appointment. And I don't think I got in until noon. So I had to wait a while. And I was, for some reason, the last guy of the pre-lunch group. So they wanted to bang out everybody, and then they take a lunch break. And then the next crew comes in to get their teeth done at 2 p.m., let's say. So, that's what it was. So I'm in the office, and people are going in and leaving, and people are going in and leaving. And I think they're doing them one at a time. And near the end of me getting ready to go in, somewhere in the middle to the end, I saw a lady leave screaming and yelling at them. Like, they literally were fighting. And on the door, she's yelling, and they were yelling back. And I was like, whoa, total aggro stuff going on. And she left, and then I'm like, oh, what's going on? Everybody's gone. I'm alone in the room. It's just me and this big old waiting room. And I'm in like a residential neighborhood into what looks like a house converted into an actual dentist office. So it's already a little odd. And they call my name, and I get up, and I remember pretty much everything here. So I get up, and I just walk in. I'm like, okay, cool. And I go, oh, hey, can I use the bathroom? And they literally immediately ripped into me. They were like, what do you, again, they have Irish accents, and I'm not going to do an Irish accent. I can try, but they were like, what do you mean you have to use the bathroom? And I was like, I have to use the bathroom. I'm like, why didn't you do it earlier? You had all morning. Why didn't you do it? I felt like it was a parent yelling at me. I was like, dude, I didn't have to go. I have to go now. I didn't have to go then. What's wrong? And they were like, oh, all right, go. So I'm already like, wow, this is creepy. Yeah, William, he has a story here. We'll get to that in a second. So I'm already like, God, that was creepy. Like, why are they screaming at me like that? So I used the bathroom, and then I was like leaving. As I'm leaving the bathroom, they're like, shut the light! Where are you? Born in a barn! Close the door! Like, literally yelling at me the way a parent would yell at a 5-year-old, right? And I'm like, God, these people are awful. Why are you screaming and they were literally yelling. It wasn't like oh, hey, could you turn the light off? No, it was like an attack. Now, mind you, I'm in an all-black neighborhood, and this is probably, they're all white people that work there. And you can kind of feel the tension between the two, even though it's sad. It's like, why? What's going on? This is ridiculous. And they have this definite, like, kind of pompous attitude. And so I go in the room, and the nurse that was mean is standing right here, glaring down at me. The doctor's there. He's got the mask and the thing, and and they put the IV in, out. So I start to come to. I don't feel good. I feel not in myself. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know why I'm there. I don't know if I'm on a spaceship, outer space, a different dimension, outer body. I am out. I am tripping on. It's crazy. I'm going to be honest. It's crazier than any kind of hallucinogenic thing I have ever even come close to. It is so extreme that I'm questioning reality. It's kind of what I would imagine like a DMT kind of thing to be, right? So I start to come to, and as I'm coming to, I realize I'm being yelled at. They're in there screaming and yelling, and I don't know why, and I'm confused, and I don't know who I am. And, some more time goes by, and I realize they're yelling at me to call for my ride. They're like, get out of here. It's our lunch break. Leave, leave, leave. They're like yelling. And I'm like, I don't know who I am. Like, where am I going? And finally, I kind of figured out I'm in a dentist office, and I'm on a lot of drugs of sorts. If anybody out there knows what these drugs are, why do they seem different? This dentist office seemed like they were a little heavy-handed with it or something. I don't know. And they're screaming and yelling at me. Now, what I'm about to tell you, the process of what happened here, I can't verify exactly what was going on at certain points because I'm out of my mind. But I remember in my state, they're yelling about my phone. I finally got my phone out, but I couldn't read it. Like, I couldn't see it. I was so, like, blurry-eyed and out of it. And I couldn't call. So I said to them, can you please help me? And again, they yelled, we're not allowed to help you. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who I was calling, even though I had planned to call my girlfriend at the time. I didn't know where I was. I was out of it still, bad. And then I started choking on the, the white, what do you call it? The cotton, those cotton tubes. I was filled, like, all through her cotton tube, blood, right? They had a wad in the, which tooth was it? I think it was this one. I don't know what they had. So, I'm choking. I'm like, I start gagging on all this white stuff in my mouth, and I vomited on the floor. Like, I puked out. And also, they didn't tell me that you are nauseous after the process. That actually, the first time I had it done, I puked too. So I wake up, I don't feel good, they're screaming, and now I'm puking, and now they're yelling at me to clean it up myself. They're not cleaning it. It's my fault. I'm not going to say the dentist's office name, but it's in Rockaway. I think they're still open. There's some bad stuff there. These people are rotten. They are like the dentist in Little Shop of Horrors a bit. Now, the dentist himself, I don't know what kind of guy he is because I didn't even see him except for 2 seconds, right? But his staff, so they're screaming and they're yelling, and I am now way upset because I don't know what to do. I actually feel like kind of helpless and vulnerable to getting hurt. Like, I don't know. So I finally figure out that I can hit my phone and I can hit a redial button. I don't have to dial the number. I realized that because I didn't realize it. And I hit it, and I call my girlfriend at the time, and she answers the phone, but I don't know what to say. I'm still literally tripping my brains out. And I kind of leave the phone out, and what I didn't realize is she heard them yelling at me. I don't know if you're watching. If she's watching, she might be. I don't know. Probably not. But it would be funny if she was actually watching. Because I do post that these are on, and I posted there was a dentist story. Highly unprofessional is an understatement. So she hears them yelling at me, and I think she was like, oh my God, what's going on? She probably didn't get it either. And then, I don't remember much after that. Like, I remember calling, and then I didn't clean the full floor. I do remember them yelling more, but I do remember sitting in a chair like this, in the back, not in the lobby, and her busting in and grabbing me and taking me and yelling at the staff. I remember her saying stuff to them, and I'd like to ask her one day what went down. I don't remember. That's something I don't remember. But she did say something to them, like, how dare you yell, treat him like this or something like that. And then I got in the car on the ride home, and I'm going to show you a video of the car ride home. If there's little kids watching, there are bad words coming here, okay? Mr. Bean, yes. There's a lot of good dentist scenes in movies. Jack Nicholson in the original Little Shop. So anyway, I'm going to show you the video. I won't talk over it. Maybe I will. Yeah, you'll see. So there's bad words coming, and also, what else? Oh yeah, I look crazy. I look messed up. I mean, I'm out of it. I also, at the end, start to cry. So, I mean, it is funny. I'm not going to lie. At least I can laugh at this now. But here's the video. Let me bring this up. Here we go, folks.
Instead of David goes to the dentist, it's Adam goes to the dentist.
Who's David?
Say, is this real life?
Huh?
You never seen David goes to the dentist? It's a YouTube video.
Maybe.
Say, is this real life?
Oh, I know this is real life. I feel like shit. Oh. Fuck those cocksuckers.
Did you have a good day today, babe?
Those dentists can suck my shit.
Aw, see, you're sober. You're fine.
Those dentists sucks. Those chicks that work there are fucking pieces of shit. It's fucking. They were so mean to me. I didn't do anything.
They were very mean.
I was just trying to get a grasp on reality. They were being mean.
Oh, baby, it's okay.
There you go. I mean, it was bad. Hey, is that Jeremy Edelman? What's up, brother? Come on in. So that really caused some trauma. I'm going to be honest. I can't believe... Yeah, it's bad. I don't know what to say. I could have pressed charges, probably. I thought about it. Peter Benedetti, what's up? I could have pressed charges. Hey, all you new guys in here, please hit the subscribe button. Everybody's asking me where the donation button is, and these idiots that run YouTube won't give you one until you get 1,000 subscribers. Stupid. Because I've made, with my channel, more money than most people without a donation button if they gave me one. Anyway. I could have pressed charges. I thought about it. Richie Nash keeps telling about his dentures. I mean, it's been so many years. It's been 2 years. Well, I told my dentist who told me to go there to get it done. I was like, dude, you can't send anybody there. Like, this is bad. This is, like, abusive, like the way they were treating me. Well, Jeremy, you might know this. What's the statute of limitation on that one? And again, how would I prove anything? I don't have any proof. It's hearsay. I could show that video, but it'd be pretty hard to prove. Unless I could get other people. Maybe I should put... no. So, fast forward a year after that, the dentists again are like, yo, you want to do a root canal over here, or do you want to pull it? So I'm like, oh, I want to pull it, but I am not going to that dentist. No way. So I found a new dentist, kind of a quiet poker face gentleman, and I told him that I didn't want the anesthesia, the knockout drug. To the ADA. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're right. I could. You know what? I think I will... I'm going to write that down. Jeremy, you're right. ADA. Yeah, I'll send him... I'll see if there's a place you can do a write-up. Because maybe they've been reported before and mine will just add to it and make it have some meaning. Good point. Oh, yeah, medical abuse. It's very common. So the new guy, I'm like, look, I don't want the knockout. And they're like, yeah, it's fine. They're like, we're going to give you the shot, and that's it. So it was the first time I had a tooth pulled where it was about 3-4 years ago. The incident. 3-ish, 4-ish. So I didn't know what it's like to get your tooth pulled while you're awake. But I don't know if anybody's out there's had it done. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of, I'm not going to use the word fun, but it's an interesting feeling because what they did, I'm sitting in the chair. It was this one here. And they put the gadget, and then they tighten it. And I'm like, okay. And it's pliers. So there's like literally like a wrench sticking out of my mouth. And the dentist puts my head in a headlock. Like literally takes my head, holds it in the headlock, and then grabs it and goes, "You ready?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, I mean, it's like muscleage. It's like, "Oh, you had it? William had one. Okay, cool." Yeah, that's it. They just numb you up and then, and man, it made the loudest crack and he pulled it out. And I was like, oh. And, yeah, they just pull it out. I mean, they got to really like work it. And then he took it out. And I mean, it looked like the kind you would see in a cartoon. It had the two things and the veins and it's gunk. And, they took it out and it's a tiny little office. And I'm like, "Yo, can I have it?" And he's like, "We're not allowed to give these." And I'm like, "No, dude, I work for the sideshow. I do magic shows. I can use that in my show. And it's my tooth." And he was like, and he got paper towels, put it in, and just gave it to me, right? I was like, yes, I have it in the other room. I love this tooth. So, the sound it makes is frightening. Yeah, it feels like hard pressure, and I didn't hate it. It was kind of interesting. I got to be honest. So, I've had, in my whole life, I've had four teeth pulled. 2 from the bad dentist and 2 from the new guy. And the second time I had 2 from the new guy, I asked for the tooth and he wouldn't give it to me. I mean, it is illegal for them to do that. Yeah, everyone's wisdom teeth come out. In the military? That's true. I didn't know that. I know some people that have them. I think Elizabeth said that she had them. My son, yeah, he still has them. I've had, a handful of teeth pulled. I don't plan on doing the denture thing. Now, if I had unlimited funds, I would have all my teeth pulled. I'm not kidding you. I would have them all pulled, and I would have all silver dental implants put in. Done. I'm Jaws from James Bond. It's over and good. They're metal. Let's move on. If I hit the jackpot, I will be doing that. Oh, you got yours, Libra Liz. Wow, it's cool they gave them to you. Now, when they knock you out, they have a gadget that doesn't pull the tooth out. It like shatters it, and then they take it out in pieces. I don't know if some people knew that. I think it's an interesting line of work, the dentist bit, but clearly there's some ratchety stuff going on. And also, the other thing is, why is it separate from the medical business? Why isn't it part of healthcare? It's crazy. You can die from an infection. Bad teeth can kill you. So I always thought it was weird it was separate. I think my mom today, I asked her why she thought it was separate, other than it got lobbied as such. Oh, speaking of that, do you guys follow Wall Street stuff? Because a bunch of nerds did something awesome and then, oh yeah, I don't want to get into it. They took the hedge fund scam and kind of turned it on its head. It's kind of funny. But she said the dentist business probably got separate because it is a different school process and they don't really learn all the details of life-saving and whatnot, so it is separate. But pulling parts of your body out that make blood happen, that's medical. The tattoo business is almost medical. I mean, it's, Turkish teeth? What is Turkish teeth? Amanda says, I've seen these Turkish teeth. Super bright white. What is that? I've never heard of that. Turkish teeth. I do like metal teeth, and I wish I had a whole mouth of silver. I'm a fan. It's easier. What else? Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I saw some of you were laughing, and that's what I put it for. It's funny. It's cool that we can sit back and laugh at bad times, but at the end of the day, my gods. Yeah. Bad dental health affects health, heart health, and other things, says Amanda. Yes. Why is it separate? I don't know. I think people should I think dental care should be part of the healthcare system. I can't believe it's separate. It baffles me. How about this? How about an episode on fluoride? Wow. Anybody know about that? I'm curious of why we have fluoride in our water. The easiest answer is metal teeth would be too cold. Okay, Jeremy, ask. Okay, I know two people that have full-on metal, and I never heard them say that. So I'm curious. Wow. Body mods. Somebody asked me, in cyberpunk world, would I go all out with body mods? It depends, is my answer. It depends what it is. Teeth, yes. Okay, so fluoride, if they're so concerned about our health, why are our teeth the priority? Wouldn't be putting like vitamin D in our water be better? And it's a legit question. I just... Oh, yeah. Here. Yeah, we'll get to that. Sherman. So a buddy of mine here, his little boy is a budding YouTuber. He literally, and if you're, Sherman, if you're watching and your kid's around, have him listen. I'm going to give him a shout out. Finn Sherman. He shoots videos where he creates storylines with his stuffed animals, and he does a lot of them. So... And he's got a YouTube channel, and he's trying to get followers. And like me, it's hard. So, Sherman, drop his name in there. I can't... I have to go to another thing to type. I can't really type on this right now. She says she's always cold. Voider Shark says, yep, you still have your wisdom teeth. Why fluoride? Why? And it's not like the fluoride in the water, you drink it out of the faucet, swish it, and then spit it in the sink. No, you drink it. And they make a big deal in the dentist to tell you not to drink the stuff. So I'm always curious about fluoride. And I've heard the rumor that in World War II, the Nazis used it on people to like make them a little docile. I don't know I'm going to fact check that one. I've heard it. I want to do some research. I'm going to do a big... Yeah, that's what I hear. Finley YouTube FT videos. But what's the name of the channel? Oh, that's it. Finley YouTube FT videos. So if anybody can go on that channel and hit a subscribe. It's a little kid trying to get it going. Like I'm an adult trying to get it going. And he actually puts time and effort like I do. So he deserves some fans. So jump on there. If anybody has kids, tell them to go jump on his channel. Okay. Fluoride makes your central nervous system different. Well, I'll be damned. And I did look into what it takes to make your faucet into a filter that takes out the fluoride. And it's not a normal filter. It's an expensive one. It's one of those multi-processed ones. It's like lots of these things. Most countries, I don't think, do the fluoridation of the water. As a child, my mother gave me vitamins to eat. Fluoride vitamins. And some of them stain my teeth. It's called fluoridation? No. I don't know the word. But it kind of like does this weird stain on your teeth. And, I mean, I had a lot of fluoride as a kid, and I have a lot of cavities. What the heck? I think a lot of dental stuff's genetics. So the fluoride thing, I don't know about. I might do an episode on this one. I find it to be a fascinating subject. Wow, that was a fun episode. I still have some time here, but anybody have any ideas to throw out? Throw them out, man. This is an open forum. I like doing these shows. Because we got a crew of people in here chatting along. I have some old friends in here. I'm going to give some shout-outs right now. Old friends in the house. Jeremy Edelman, right there. Jeremy, if you're watching, give me like a hey, I'm still watching. Flintstone vitamins. Oh, I had them. Jeremy was my freshman year college roommate. And some of the people in here know who you are just because I've talked about you. That was obviously a moment in our lives that changed us forever, our first freshman year. I'm going to tell a quick story, Jeremy, about how I met you and when I met you. We were freshman dorm roommates. And there he is. He's in here. And here's my memory. I remember first of all, you had to fill out a questionnaire so they could kind of match you with somebody. And I remember it asked you if you smoked. And I was like, oh, yeah, I smoke. Careful, my kids might hear. No, I'll keep it PC. But we did smoke back then. I don't know if you still smoke. And I remember my parents dumped me off. I was in the room. Then your parents dumped you off. And then I remember us lighting up. I was like, all right, cool. Let's chill. And that was it. We made good friends pretty much instantly. But I do, Jeremy, have to thank you. You turned me on to some good music. I learned about jazz through you and Marty and Dan and all those guys in the hall and all the music students. You turned me into someone who paid attention to music on a different level. And since then, I mean, I've gotten into opera. I listen to opera. I'm listening to opera right now. You can't hear it. It's in the background. But you opened my head up to the Coltrane's and the Miles and the whole thing. And now I listen to jazz every day of my life. At some moment of my day, I put on some jazz. Stan Getz. I remember literally you with your Sony Professional Walkman. Remember that Walkman? It's a good one. I remember listening to Desafinato on the tape. You had the Gilberto Getz album, the live one, and we listened to. That's right. So Jeremy was a music student who didn't like punk rock stuff so much. And I turned him on to some cool bands too. And I remember you liked The Accused. But no, I thank you, Jeremy. So you were an influence to me musically. Yeah. And for songwriting, yes. And Jeremy's a professional musician and he owns a music production house. Now you're in LA. Get over here. Come back. Jazz samba. I like samba. I like the bossa nova. I like it all. My favorites in jazz, I mean Coltrane. So my episode on Monday, which you weren't watching, I talked a lot about the song Giant Steps. Coltrane, Giant Steps. Anybody here? As soon as I'm done tonight, go listen to John Coltrane, Giant Steps. Crank it to 10 and it's true. Yeah. And you know who taught me bass? Yes. I mean, I learned bass at home in high school, go. And then I started hanging out with Dan Bodwell, who was a bass major. He's like, dude, come here. Hold it like this. He gave me pointers, and I paid attention. And yes, my punk rock ethics got me to Madison Square Garden. Who knows? I wouldn't have got there without you, bro, because you helped me learn how to appreciate music on a level that took it to a new level. It wasn't passive. It was aggressive. It was listening and paying attention and chewing on it and researching. And that's what this is. That's why I do this channel. That's the message I'm telling people. Kind of blue. The whole point of this channel and what I do is to tell people to aggressively grab what they like and put work into it. It's the key word is work. Passively doing things doesn't go far. It's like you can't win chess accidentally. You can't. You're not gonna. There's no chance involved. It's if you know how to play it, you're gonna win. So I really think that aggressively tackling anything is what you should do. If you like something, throw yourself in it. And not only throw yourself in it, create a system so that you don't slack off of it, you know? Create a discipline and stick to it. I'm a fan of not following any rules that any person throws at me, but I do like following my own set of rules that I have created. So, and that's part of it. And so music, I kind of passively was into like punk and metal and stuff, but classical, jazz, the opera stuff, you need to know a little bit about it to really start to appreciate it. And once you do, it's a waterfall of things to like chew on. And I have some really good friends that are like literally classical music experts. And when I'm listening to classical, they'll be like messaging me like stuff to notice, anecdotes about the production of who wrote it and when. And to me, that's what makes it all the best. It's why I don't like pop music, like modern pop. I can't, there's nothing for me to chew. No chew. I don't know what to chew. I hear it, and I hear a bunch of fake drums playing a 4/4 beat. It doesn't do it for me. I like things that open up new treasure chests that I can dig in. And that's my message. So, and that's what this channel is. For those of you watching this for the first time, there's a few of you in here. Please subscribe, hit the notify bell, and here's why. Yeah, if you want to donate to the channel, great. But I want subscribers because I have content I really want to share with you. My Behind the Devil's Curtain show is the one that I'm the most proud of because it bridges the gap between sleight of hand and the occult. It brings them together into one, and it presents it as one because that's how I look at those things. The game show, it's board games. It's nerd culture that I put a lot of effort into. And the other one is my magic method show where I teach my magic. I teach my philosophy and I teach tricks, literally. Richie, amazing Richie, are you still in here? I'm getting ready to do another, he's a magician, the amazing Richie. He's in Florida. And I think I'm going to do 2 new magic ones. Magic method. One is, well, 3. One's on the cups and balls, the 3 cups and the 3 balls. The other one is going to be a Q&A, like literally just ask a magician. A full hour of throwing out what happens when this happens, what do you do here, how do you ask for this, how do you book this kind of a show. It could be a layman question. It could be a professional magician asking me. I don't care. I think I'm going to do that show soon. I've done in my career, The Accused. God. One of my favorite bands. And also, I have an Accused story. I'm going to tell that too. I have a good Accused story. I'm a major fan of The Accused. I put them in the top 5, 6 bands of all time for me. Yeah. They took punk rock and metal and thrash and horror and went yeah. I don't want to waste any more time. You guys have been with me here for an hour. I'm working on my new episodes. Oh, my magic episodes. Yeah, I've done over almost 3,000 magic shows in my life. I've done about 2,000 formally booked shows. And then restaurant work, nightclub work, that's easily, I don't even know. It's a lot of gigs. So I think I know what I'm doing a bit on what to do when certain things happen. Like when I walk into a magic gig now, whether it be in a home, a catering hall, a nightclub, or a large venue, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, what tricks, what the group's probably going to like over other groups. Like I have it down because I've done so many. different culturally background groups, they have different vibes. I have to cater to that. So I think I'm going to do a show where people ask me these things. It's kind of like people are always curious, like the porno business. Like, what's that like behind the scenes, you know? Because it's kind of like mysterious and taboo. And I think the magic business is a little like that too. There's an edge to it that people don't know what the heck it is, or yeah, how do you get into it? How do you book it? How do you sell it? How do you market it? What do you do when you're in a stranger's home? All the time. I'm in someone's living room or their basement or their loft apartment with their friends doing magic. And sometimes they're celebrities. So there's a technique to dealing with that. And I thought I'd do a show on it. So anybody else have ideas for shows, throw them here, man. Somebody last week threw an idea out and I made it into a show within a day. I was like, perfect. So I'm working on Fridays. I don't know what it's going to be yet. It might be McDonald's. Mickey D's. Let me write this down. What if I did an episode on McDonald's on Friday? And it is a dream of mine to one day own a McDonald's franchise. It really is. I would love to walk into a McDonald's and be like, all right, we're going to run it this way now. We're going to have the best customer service you have ever seen. I am a fan of customer service. I think it's the secret to running a good business. And having good customer service means two things. Picking the right people and being a good captain of the ship. Those two things. And I love it when I walk into a store or a McDonald's who's famous for having kind of bad customer service sometimes. And it's a fun experience. I'm like, wow, somebody here knows what they're doing and gets it. Yeah. What the heck? I'm getting out of here. It's Wednesday. I got some stuff I want to read. Today I didn't get to do my philosophy reading. I didn't. I had to go to the dentist, actually. Today, that story didn't happen today. But I did have to go to a dentist appointment today. A little 2-second thing. But I didn't get to read my philosophies. Look at this. I'm reading all of these right now together and comparing and contrasting them. Aurelius, Epictetus, Epicurus, Seneca, Diogenes, Plato. I'm going through them all. So, folks, if you like the show, the least you can do, hit the subscribe. If you really like it, dude, there's a donate thing here. Look at this. Dude, since this show started in October, I gained over 300 subscribers, and I've made enough money to literally buy all the lights and all the extra gear for the show. And I got and camera's next. So anybody donate now, you're basically helping me get a new camera. They're not cheap. The one that I want is definitely expensive, but I need to get the good one because I need it to live stream and shoot regular content, both. And live streaming is very specific. And I also need super high dynamic range. So, yeah, William, thank you. Thank you for all your support, man. It really helps. Yeah, I have some people that watch my show, and they're very good supporters. They share my shows, and I really thank you. It helps in ways you can't believe. Same thing with the subscribers. So if you're new, hit the subscribe, hit the notify, the donate things, whatever. I want subscribers, you know? So thank you, everybody. Jeremy, hit the notify bell and jump in here and participate in these convos. I might have you as a guest on one of these. Oh, Sean, I'm going to repeat this. You get to watch the rerun. Yeah, Jeremy, I should have you on as a guest because you're the one that helped me start to write the jingle thing, right? Remember? I think I did a Dunkin' Donuts. You know that Dunkin' Donuts commercial's online somewhere. I'll find it. It's called Dunkin' Donuts Kick. So since then, I've written a lot of music. And, like, I think I'd like to have you on as, like, a guest on the music business end of the production end of songwriting, jingle writing, writing music for TV shows, scoring. Oh my God, I can't even imagine what that's like. So yeah, you're a good guest. So subscribe, notify, and let's chat. And I'd love to catch up. Wow, so long. You remember Sleepy Rebels? Where's the video of us playing? It was on Vimeo or something. I know you're an introvert. That's okay. You're allowed to be. Sleepy Rebels. That was fun. I got to do a band with Jeremy. I got to be part of something that was musically really interesting. I wish I had a video. If you can get me a video of us playing Joe's Pub, I'll show it on the show. There's a video of us and the end, the grand finale. Yeah, that was a beautiful show. And, thank you, man. Dude, I have a lot of good friends showing up to these. I have a lot of new friends I've made through these. I've gotten fan letters, hate letters. I'm not kidding. Hate letters. One day I'll do an episode on just that. And I'll probably do the hate letter episode when I do my curse episode for Behind the Devil's Curtain. And yes, how did you lose that footage? It was uploaded online. I remember watching it on Vimeo and YouTube and maybe another one. All right, well, look for it. Yeah, I'm working on my curse episode. And some of you know I'm working on a book. I haven't really announced much on that, but it's in the works. Dude, have a great Wednesday. I'll see you Friday. I'll be here, right here, Friday, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. It's probably going to be on Mickey D. And I think I'm probably going to have McDonald's delivered to the house, because we can have McDonald's delivered now. Can you believe it? As I'm doing the show. And I'll tell you my favorite things to get at McDonald's. Yeah. Party on, Wayne. My name is Cardone. You're watching episode 27 of my live show, Evening Hour. And I love doing these, and I love that we have a crowd every show. And my crowd is chatty. I love it. Come on in, folks. Chat away with me. If you've seen the show before, thanks for coming back. We're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Every week now, 3 live a week. Phil, Eric, Jeremy, we got Voider Shark, we got Jason, Sean, William, Amanda, who else? Eric, my gosh, Phil, Mantlion, am I saying that right? Ashworth, I think we had Jason, who else is it? And we had a lot of people in here tonight. Thank you. Party on, and gosh, I'll see you Friday.